Hello, my name is Joshua Dalledonne, and I'm the Associate Director of Social Impact at Arts Commons. Arts Commons is a multi-venue performing arts center in Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and we're the largest performing arts center in Western Canada. I use he, him pronouns, and for those that require or just want some audio description, I'm a white cisgendered man. I'm wearing a green shirt today. I have brown hair. I like to think that it's a funky haircut and that there's a little bit of queer flair in there. I've been lucky enough to attend APAP 3 times in person, and I was also able to attend the 2 fully online editions too. Given the work that I get to lead at Arts Commons, connecting artists and communities with one another and connecting folks through the arts, and doing so with a particular focus on equity seeking communities, I approach APAP with 3 main goals. The first is my own education and professional development. APAP is an incredible resource to discover wise and developing practices. The second is to engage in a robust network of professionals because the conference benefits from a network that, although rooted in the US, it has representation from all around the world. And third, it's to support my colleagues in the booking and managing of the work for our different series on the different stages in our building. The art market at APAP is absolutely one of the most robust in the world. The 2022 conference was my first business trip since January of 2020. And if there's one thing I was surprised by, it was how quickly I was able to reconnect with an industry that had been so completely and absolutely rocked by the global pandemic. My time at APAP made it clear how just critical it was to be in conversation with one another as a sector and the power of sharing our experiences together, whether that's about sharing similar or dissimilar challenges and how we approach them. It's just incredible to reconnect and to know that you have a community of colleagues around you. That's the thing that I think surprised me most and that I had forgotten about during the pandemic. When it comes to scheduling, my APAP schedule begins to come together in mid-October through November. That's when I start putting the bones of the structure in place, sort of the can't miss meetings of the individuals that I have to see. And then I'll start to broadly hold time for the things that could come up. And those things generally kind of come up in December, I find. And then I make sure to pretty carefully hold some times for the things that are going to come up right immediately before the conference and then during the conference itself. And I think that's probably the best advice I have for scheduling. Start early, hold times for the things that could come up. My top tips and hints for APAP include, and it totally sounds trite, but honestly, bring a water bottle and stay hydrated. I'm a big fan of creating little maps. So if I hear about a spot that I want to eat at or a venue that I have to visit, I'll definitely build like a Google map or I'll keep a list on a note that I can easily access on my phone while I'm there. And if you're lucky enough to afford it, book the conference hotel. It's totally worth it if you can do it. And I recognize that's not the case for so many folks. And make sure that you've got time to see something that has nothing to do with your maybe business purpose that's there. I think that's important simply just so that you're able to keep clean eyes and a clear mind as you head into conversations that you may not have a chance to do again for another year.